recording.
Right.
Hello, everybody. I am your host, Charlie, he, them, and um, no one was going to be here, but then they were tired. And joining me today is.
A Spirit King, founder and chief editor of aceanimereviews.com. I use he, him pronouns, and I was also tired, but I slept, and now I'm awake enough.
I'm happy for you.
Yes. I'm probably going to be eating during this, though.
Fine. Um, I think at this point, nobody expects perfect professionalism from us.
No. I better not.
If they are, they're in the wrong place.
Yes.
AceAnimeReviews.com is exactly what it says on the tin. A review site specializing in anime, though we also cover movies, video games, and whatever else we feel like. Our most recent article was by who?
Probably still whatever the one was last week, if you didn't finish
Yes,
yours.
because of premiere week, so still Noah's.
Yeah, and you were supposed to write one last week and then didn't. So now you have to, yeah.
Yeah, I'll write something,
Mm.
probably. We also have a Discord, which you're welcome to join by following the link in the description after this is posted to YouTube.
Yep.
And that's all the boring stuff done. Let's get into it. Where do you want to start today?
Let's start with Ranking of Kings, cause I have a fun thing that happened.
Okay, that
Before,
episode made me mad.
yeah, before we even get started with the episode, um, the animator who animated, I guess, or at least part of the sequence when dumbass was signing to Bojji,
Yeah?
is posted on Twitter that she's hard of hearing, and was saying that she was very happy to animate something in her own language.
Awesome.
So that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Do I still have that thing with her, like her name? Nope, I don't. I had it, but
It's somewhere after,
yeah.
later. Yes.
See if I can find it. Nope, I'm not gonna find it. But yeah. So that's cool. And apparently
Mm-hmm.
the sign language in it is overseen by, I guess they're called the Tokyo Federation for the Deaf. So it's probably real sign language. Like somebody who uses it could probably watch the episode and at least get. I mean, I'm sure it's not like perfectly accurate because animation is expensive and difficult, especially
But it's as
animating
close as they
hands.
can get it, and we can get the
Yeah,
gist.
like I'm sure that anyone who actually speaks Japanese sign language would recognize it. So that's cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Their efforts couldn't have been wasted on a dumber motherfucker.
Yeah, he's an asshole. Bunch of jerks.
Fucking none of them have ever heard of dodging.
Yeah, it's like, how dare you? It's like, you need to trade blows with him. It's like, he is fighting extremely intelligently, and he keeps getting it. He keeps getting hits in. If that was a
Yes.
real sword, the kid would be dead.
Yeah. Give him like a rapier or something. Those are fairly light, I
Yeah.
hear. Doesn't have to be a normal short sword.
Yeah, it wouldn't work with his size anyway.
Give him a dagger.
Yeah. It was like, but that's not kingly.
Bitch.
Yeah.
The point of a fight isn't to be kingly. The point of the fight is to kill your opponent so you live.
Yeah, they want him to do some flinning. But I'm sure that they could probably work his agility into a more kingly style. They would just have to put some effort into it.
Find a swordsman who knows more than one style.
Yeah. Nobody
and
around
hire them.
Nobody around him wants to do that. I think that's going to be one of the overarching themes is that nobody believes in Bojji except for Kage.
Yeah, and his dad.
Yeah, and his dad.
And his dad's the king, so his dad can say, hey, this motherfucker who is apparently a master swordsman and only knows one style is fired.
Well,
Give me the other one.
I wouldn't fire him because he's also seems to be the only character willing to, like, he doubles as Bojji's interpreter, so.
Yeah.
But
And so few people in that country speak sign language, even though their prince is deaf.
yeah, I mean, I guess his brother's teacher also knows it. But
Maybe?
yeah, cause he knew
Yeah.
what
And
dumbass
he
was saying.
translated.
Yeah. So yeah. Anyway, this episode, aside from that, was mean. Poor Kage
Mm-hmm.
gave up his birthday present from his mom for an apple that he didn't even get. Just
Yeah.
watching little baby Shadow walk around with the toy horse was breaking my heart.
And he got his heart broken by a guy who did not deserve it.
Mm-mm. No, not at all, not at all. And then at the end of the episode, they were having their little heart to heart, and Bojji was all wrapped up in bandages and crying. That was mean too.
Yes.
But it's such a good anime. I freaking love it.
Mm-hmm. 1 second, I'm gonna go close my door.
Okay, I'm gonna sit
Maybe
here.
kill the dog on the way.
Yes, playing Duel Links because there's a new character, so I'm auto dueling to get these thingies. Oh, I need to be dueling the guy. But I need these thingies in order to duel the guy so that I can get points so that I can unlock him. So that's why we're playing Duel Links, even though it's not a premiere episode. Yeah.
I'm back.
Welcome back! Are we done talking about Ranking of Kings, or did you have something else you wanted to talk about?
I think that's it.
Alright, then I guess we'll do Digimon, the other one from this season that we're watching.
He's good.
It's good. I like Angoramon.
Yeah, I appreciate the spookier trend they're going for
Yeah.
with this series, I think.
I think it would have been funny if the bad guy had ended up getting into the watch and being materialized and becoming her partner.
Yeah. Neither of them would have been happy.
Yeah. One of these days, I want to see a Digimon series where one of the main characters has one of those evil Digimon, like Entmon or Devimon or one of them.
Yeah. It would be nice to explore the whole. They're not actually coded evil; it's their choices.
Yeah.
But
Also, they just look cool.
yeah.
There's What was I thinking about? Yeah, but the thing with the because I guess the girl is like she's like an idol or a junior idol or something like that. Like she's got a following online and seems fairly popular, but the writers seem to overlook the fact that people who are fairly popular on Instagram, as soon as something is posted, it's been copied and screenshotted and downloaded and
They don't know how the internet works.
Yeah.
What do you expect from them? On a show about technology.
Yeah. But it was creepy watching her disappear and
Yeah.
all those kind of things. So that's always nice.
I liked that they didn't have to actually like kill the mummy dude.
Yeah, that was nice.
He was just very, very misinformed.
It's like, dude, no. This is funerary rites. This is what you do for people who are dead.
Well, what else was he going to learn? He first appeared in a
Museum. Yeah, that's true. Though I liked Gamamon's so cute. I love Gamamon.
Mm-hmm.
It's like when I things like I can only touch Digimon and then Gamamon just glomps him.
Yes. I like that, fuck, what's his name? Kid Boy.
Hero?
Yes. He treats him as a little brother, but not like the annoying little brother.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's making an effort to understand, okay, this is what he means by shiny. This is what he means by champion. It's cute.
Yeah, he treats him like if he had a little, like he's like a preschooler.
Yeah.
Which is about how he functions anyway.
Mm-hmm.
And think of something.
An adorable preschool age little
Yeah.
brother who can blow up a building if he wanted.
Yeah, though it would be nice if they would like at one point address the fact that Hero is in just started middle school and there are no parents around, and a middle schooler is not really the best guardian for at somebody who's the about for preschool age child.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, he's not actually a child; he's a Digimon, so, but still.
And there are adults around here who can go to for advice, but I don't think he's going to.
No, I think it's mostly just his teacher. He doesn't have a guardian at the moment.
He's at a boarding school, right?
Oh right, yes, he is. He's staying at a boarding school.
And cool boy Mick Anxiety Face.
Yeah, that guy.
He's looking after him.
Yeah, he is like the exact opposite of what I expected him to be from just from his design in the OP. I thought he was gonna be one of those chuny like Mr. Drama and kind of stoic, yes, like trying to be super cool all the time, and then he's like not at all.
I think he wants to be Mr. Chuny, but he's scared, like, all the time, and I love that about him.
I think he's being haunted by a Digimon, obviously, but we don't know which one it is yet because Hero keeps ignoring him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you do.
Of course. Speaking of Chuny, the event, the new character in his like battle start image is pushing up his glasses.
Yes, in the way that nobody ever fucking does.
I mean, I do that. It's like a little tick. But I only do it with one hand. He's doing it with the two. He's like, oh, let's do this. We're gonna play a card game. Super cool.
Yeah.
But
speaking of, do you have anything more to say about the Digimons?
Nope, I enjoy it. Gameron's cute.
Yes.
I don't like that Hero doesn't have the tar in his name and isn't wearing goggles. He doesn't feel like a real Digimon protagonist without him, but it's possible that they phased out of those a long time ago. I haven't exactly kept up with the series.
The last few series have been
remakes.
Either a reboot or a sequel to the first series.
Yeah, and they weren't very good.
No, I guess the animation was okay, but...
Yeah. Well, Toei always has good animation for a couple of cores, and then it gets really, really bad. Yeah. And when the ones that have been on for 20 years, One Piece, are just painful to look at.
Yeah. So we're going to enjoy digighost while it's still beautifully fucking animated.
Yeah. Also, speaking of things that are beautifully fucking animated, apparently Aquatope never ended. It's still continuing.
Did it not?
No, I'm not.
Do you still have hope for the lesbians?
Oh, I haven't watched it. I just found it and I was like, oh, I don't feel like getting caught up. If I find out that they actually do decide to not have it be queer bait, maybe I will, but I'm not watching queer bait. I don't feel like it.
Yeah, maybe if Tumblr explodes with, oh my god, they're actually gay.
Yeah, maybe. Or I'm sure Fen is probably keeping up with it. She'll keep us up. She'll let us know.
Will she?
Probably. Also, there was one more episode of Sunny Boy, but most people said that the 11th episode, which is the last one we talked about, was better as a finale. The 12th one is just them bumming around. It's mostly just an epilogue.
Yeah, it felt pretty done.
Yeah.
Kind of open-ended, but it was done.
Yeah, so no need to. It's fine.
Yeah.
But okay, so we should probably move on to the next one. Let's talk about Mob Psycho. I've already watched it, so I'm gonna go ahead and just get your thoughts. What do you think so much? And I'll try to avoid spoilers.
I've seen it.
Oh, you have?
I haven't seen all of it, but I've seen the first few episodes.
Okay. Well,
Reagan is obviously fucking lying to that child,
yeah.
and the child may or may not know at this point, but he's humoring him.
I don't want to. Again, I don't want to give spoilers because I've read the whole manga. Um, but my theory is that he knows, but he's pretending he knows, but he doesn't want to admit that he knows to himself. You know, he's
Yeah.
in willful denial because Reagan provides something that he needs and isn't getting from anywhere else.
Yeah.
So.
And if he acknowledges that, hey, this con man is lying to me,
then he is.
he might lose it.
Yeah, he is bereft. But that's we get more on that later in the season and some next season, and then that's basically the whole last arc kind of revolves around it to an extent. So
Yeah, you don't get much in the first episode except Reagan is a mess.
yeah, and you kind of you get Reagan being an obvious con man, and you get you see a couple ghosts and see what kind of thing it is, and then it ends on a like you have the first like in the first one it makes it seem like the ghosts are just gonna be like they're called evil spirits, so they're just gonna be evil, and then in the end you have more evil spirits, but then Mob gives the picture to that one ghost and he's genuinely touched and he's like, oh, so they're just people. The ghosts are also just people. So
Yeah, you get a basic overview of most of the characters.
well we've made three of the characters.
Also, Mob's family and
yeah,
girl he has a crush on.
well, yeah.
Her friend.
We see.
And you get to enjoy some gorgeous fucking animation.
Yeah. Yeah,
fine. I gotta say, that's not bad for a first episode.
Yes, find someone who looks at you the way the Bone staff looks at Reagan.
Yes.
Because in the manga, he's just this sweaty, kind of ugly little dude, and within the anime, it just...
He's still a sweaty, kind of ugly little dude, but...
An attractively...
fuck him for some reason.
Yes. So he's the internet's boyfriend.
Yeah, probably because he's so good to Mob.
Yeah. Even though he's lying to him, he does his best.
He is, but yeah, he's pretty much enveloped the role of awkward big brother who's using him for money.
Yeah.
And I can appreciate that. It's an interesting dynamic. You know what wasn't an interesting dynamic?
Yugi versus,
Yeah.
Versus... So, halfway through the second episode, that episode ended and they started with Bakuras, but we're not gonna talk about Bakura. We're just gonna talk about Joey versus Rex in this episode.
Yeah.
We'll save all the Bakura stuff for next week. Honda or Tristan. How did he drop all those cards? Like, where was he keeping them that they fell so?
He had them jackets like, you know, that stereotype of the dude on the subway selling watches?
Yeah, oh, they're probably in an inner pocket of his coat.
Yeah.
That makes sense, I guess.
Yes.
But,
this battle was pointless.
yeah,
It
well,
no purpose.
Joey got his red eyes, which is one of his key monsters.
Yes, and he got to play his brotherly love duo and then have them wiped the fuck out in the first move of the next episode.
Yeah.
We'll win with our brotherhood. Oh fuck, they're gone.
Yeah, well, there they go. And then he won with the same combo that he used against Mai.
Sort of.
Yeah.
He didn't do Thousand
Dragon, no, but he
just spun the roulette of death and made the other dragon real old.
Yeah.
Which everybody knew was going to happen because it's a kids show.
Yeah, fortunately it does not happen every time he does it. I think eventually it's going to start failing.
Yeah.
But he tends to use a lot of monsters, lots of gambling cards. It's his.
Gee, I wonder why. I wonder what his shtick is supposed to be.
Yeah, and he has his dad is an alcoholic with a gambling problem, so try not to think too hard about it. About him using a gambling theme in his deck.
Yeah.
But still, I don't know why. Then Tristan got all mad, it's like, because he wouldn't. He's like, I'll fight him, and I won't take any advice. And then Tristan's like, no, and then storms off and comes back. But
it's because nobody believes in Joey.
Nobody does. Well, Yugi does.
Not even Joey.
Yugi believes in Joey.
Yugi does.
Yeah.
But Yugi believes in everyone because Yugi is a good boy.
Yugi is the protagonist.
Yes. But you know, Joey's won a few battles already. Yet everybody always expects him to lose anyway.
That is true.
Because he looks like he's going to lose up until he gets really fucking lucky.
Yep.
Like in this battle, Rex made a rookie mistake. That the number 2 national champion probably wouldn't in real life.
No, probably not. But this is before before the card game had the rules that it has now.
Yeah, but like he's aware that dinosaurs have a weakness to fire.
Yeah.
And he just forgets for a second.
Well, cause in normal after it gets the rules, it does not. So you know. Sorry, I'm trying to concentrate on too many things at once.
Fine. Also, dinosaurs having a weakness to fire is a choice.
Mm-hmm.
Probably not at all an allusion to that big ass rock that fell from the sky and killed them all.
Yeah, it doesn't stay as that choice. So.
Yeah. Are you having fun?
I don't know how to pendulum summon. So I'm trying to learn how to do that and also to beat this guy at the same time.
Good luck.
Yeah. So I have no idea how pendulum summoning is supposed to work. Like they gave you a little tutorial trying to explain it, and I was like, this makes absolutely no sense. This seems kind of. I'm just gonna go ahead and I'll just go with the flow and see if I figure it out, and if I don't figure it out, well then so be it.
Sense.
Yep. I don't. Yeah.
Okay. Do we have anything else to say about anime?
Nope. I guess we'll move on to general topic. So, what's our general topic for this week, host?
I have options for you.
Ooh, options.
Yes. We can do either unnecessary last episodes or epilogues in anime, or shows it's worth watching just for that one particular element, like that one actor, or the music, or the art, or whatever.
That's actually a good choice. I don't know what I would say about either of those. Let's talk about that second thing, I guess.
Okay. So?
Let's see if I can think of one. Well, there are a lot
Let's make it simpler and shows you started watching for that one particular element and ended up enjoying more than you thought you would.
Well, there are a lot of shows that I'll start to watch and then kind of stick with just because I like one character.
Yeah.
Like, Cam, what are you doing? Like, Nanbaka. It's one of those
Mhm.
ones where the plot's not all that interesting, and most of the characters are they're fun, but eh. But I generally stick with it because the main character, I like Jugo as a main character because he's also and also I also like the character designs. They are out there. They're
Yeah.
very 12-year-old on DeviantArt. Because I guess when the mangaka heard it was going to be in color, he decided he was going to make it as colorful as possible. And boy, howdy, did he ever.
Good.
Yeah.
Why make things simple for your colorists?
Yeah, well, he colors it.
Why make things simple for yourself?
Yeah.
Um.
Yeah, so everybody's got
Yeah.
two different color hair, and the main character's eyes change color every panel. So,
Every panel?
every panel.
Why?
Well, because the thing they come up with is what they claim is that his eyes change color depending on the angle, and the way that works in practice is that every panel he just picks two different colors to color his eyes. Except for when he's like transformed, because his body turns into weapons. His hands turn
Ow.
into swords. It looks like some kind
That
of
sounds painful.
yeah. That's one of those things that has never been what's it called? That's the big overarching mystery is how that happened. But whenever it is like that, his eyes just turn red, are just both red. But
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, a show I started and continuing watching just because of one particular actor in it was King's Avatar.
Oh, yeah, what's that about?
It's esports.
Oh, fun.
It's not a bad show. It's just that the way they play the game drives me to distraction. Because you play MMOs, yes?
I sure do.
You know
Oh.
how you control the camera and the weapon in the MMO?
Mm-hmm.
Would you ever swing your mouse around wildly while in a battle?
Hell no.
They do it all the time.
Oh God.
All the fucking time. I'm doing a super special move. I gotta swing my mouse into the ether.
If I had to control my weapon with my mouse, I would not play that game.
I mean, the attack button, I get. But, no.
Yeah.
You got your number
have-
keys for your special moves. Your right button is your camera.
Mm-hmm. Well, I
And then
use
left button to attack or move.
I use a controller for Final Fantasy 14. So
Yeah.
I have the one analog stick to move and the one for the camera, and then for the hotbars, you like hit the triggers to decide which half of the hotbar you want, and then there's a number or an arrow, like one of the shape buttons or arrow keys.
Yeah.
And then on Locho, everything is on that one, you can move the camera a little bit by moving your character, and then if you want to move more by using the mouse to just kind of drag it around.
Mhm.
Um.
Yeah.
So.
Just the key for any kind of combat game is simplicity.
Yeah.
You want to be able to get to the places you need on the keyboard or controller quickly.
Yeah, like my hotbar and Locho, my main attacks are all on my 10 keypad.
Yeah.
And then so
I mean, maybe
Yeah.
this is a game where you have to move your mouse a specific way to unleash specific attacks.
yeah, and
That's
like
A, terrible design, and B, don't do that.
yeah, and in both Locho and Final Fantasy 14, as long as the enemy you're attacking is like on screen, your character will automatically turn to face them. If
Yeah,
the camera has
in
been
PvP.
moved, that you're well, I haven't done PvP in either. But if the
Yeah.
camera has been moved so that the your target is off screen, it'll like pop up like, hey, you can't do that. But
Mm-hmm.
like, really?
Yeah.
Like
And
to
the thing is, the game itself in the show looks pretty decent. A little overcomplicated, but what MMO isn't?
yeah.
But this is fucking. None of these actors have ever played a game before, or none. The people in control of the actors have never played an MMORPG before. Because
Yeah.
that's not how you play a game.
Yeah, and that's like an MMO junkie where it bothered me every time we saw her hotbar set up. Like even when she was at high levels, there was only like three skills on her
No.
hotbar. Like
No,
what?
you have 1,000 skills, and all of them are important. All of
Yeah,
them.
like as you get higher levels, like you'll have like see with Locho, I use 5 hotbars, and I think my um okay, and each hotbar for those who don't play MMOs has let's see 11, yeah, 11 or
Yeah,
12.
you 1 through 0.
Oh, it's one through. It's actually it's
One
one.
through equal.
Yeah, it's one through equal. So there's 12 keys on each hotbar.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and in Lotro, I have 5, and I think on my highest level character, all of them are at least half filled. Like
Mm-hmm.
those aren't all battle skills. I have my movement skills are on there. My items that I want to have easy access to are there. It's just like you have a lot of stuff because there's a lot of stuff you need to do.
Yeah. And like, I get minimizing because I only use the one hot bar and stick to the skills I use most often. But even then, the game automatically puts the skills on the hot bar for you.
Yeah.
Like,
Like once you learn it,
you
it
can't
pops in
escape it.
there, and then you just move it to where you want it to be.
It's just. If
Yeah.
you're going to make a show about an e-sport or other video game, please play a video game.
Did they even do MMO esport? Well, I guess PvP.
Yes. Yeah, for PvP,
Mm-hmm.
which is what this is about. But outside of the nonsense with the mouse, and what should obviously be nausea inducing camera movements that somehow don't do that,
Yeah.
it's a decent show.
And it could also be like NCI the hacking in NCIS where they I guess the
They
writers
do it on purpose.
eventually yeah the writers eventually just kind of started challenging themselves to see who could do the worst.
Yeah, this was fairly consistent throughout, so I think they wanted it to be an actual mechanic of the game.
Yeah, but they also
But it's a
wanted it.
mechanic that makes no sense, and they need to stop it.
Yeah, but they also needed it to be something that looked good on screen. You know, like
Yeah.
or like
Well, if you watch people actually play esports, it looks interesting.
yeah.
You're not looking at the players anyway most of the
No,
time,
you're
and
watching
you
the
can just focus on their
screen.
face. Just focus on their face. You don't
Yeah.
gotta look at their hands.
Like I've never watched an esport, but I do watch a lot of let's plays, and even the ones that where they have like their little webcam on, I ignore. I don't. I never pay attention to the webcam. I always watch just watching the game footage because I don't.
Yeah. And
Like
like, you're paying these actors a lot of money, presumably. You can look at their face. They're
yeah.
allegedly skilled at the face.
I don't
I think we're off topic a little bit.
know. No, well, maybe a little bit. I think we've
Oh
gone
yes,
from
it was a show that I started for the one actor and kept watching for the one actor. And
yeah. I think this turned into a discussion of bad video game mechanics. I was about to, because I was, yeah, that's a good discussion too. We could have 2 topics of discussion. Because like it
video game mechanics.
Sword Art Online's UI that it's just so bad. Like you can't even see your own health bar. The
What? No, that's not the most important thing.
yeah, you have to like
They're
in order
dying now.
to see it, you have to like look up and to the left, and it can be blocked by other players or objects in the area.
And nobody has customized,
Yeah.
put it in the right spot to
Well,
pick up.
I guess
It goes
everybody who
there
plays it
always.
is locked inside the game, so they can't get out to mod it. But and then to like get to your for your menus, you have to like it's like all sub menus inside sub menus inside sub menus, and it's just like
Oh god.
yeah, it's all something
I'm
that
watching something where they keep pushing something that's already been used and has a cooldown.
yeah,
They keep pushing it like it's going to do anything, and they're professional, expert players, and that's
like
bad enough.
I was
But just
doing I was doing that yesterday. I was trying to play Bismarck and get some bad guys down before they could merge. So I was clicking on my cooldowns like hurry, 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 hurry.
yeah,
But you see the thing with that is that I lost. I did not succeed in defeating that boss because that's not how you're
no,
supposed
the
to
guy
do
that's
it.
doing it in this show is apparently one of the best out there.
Yeah.
Like he keeps winning. How, sweetie? You're pushing the wrong buttons.
Yeah.
Oh god. And he's supposed to be teaching someone else how to play?
I don't know.
And it's a mobile game?
Um,
Which you should not need instruction on how to play. It's fairly self-evident. Oh yeah. This is what doctors feel like when they watch doctor shows, isn't it?
Oh, it's what I feel like when I watch doctor shows sometimes, and I'm not even a doctor.
Yeah.
It's what I feel like when I watch clips from House.
It's a special kind of frustration.
Yeah.
Like you could ignore it, but also it digs into your brain like the worst sort of worm, and you want to scream at the screen.
Yeah. Well, there's a subgenre of YouTube video about that. Like I watch Legal Eagle and Dr. Mike, and they have things where they watch lawyer movies or doctor shows and comment on them.
Yeah.
So those are always fun to watch.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. The show I'm watching, they're using a game that actually exists. It's Honor of Kings. It's only in China, but it's just why? Why do you keep pushing the wrong buttons? How do you cover up the fucking map while you're trying to move?
Well, if it's a mobile game, then it's probably they have to use the mouse because they're playing on some kind of emulator.
Nope.
No.
They're playing on their phones.
Oh, then why are they using a mouse at all?
The map. They're covering up the map.
Oh.
It's a different show.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. She was. It was supposed to be a bad move. She's learning. She's not an expert yet. But she had her thumb trying to move, covering the map while she was supposed to be watching for the enemies. Like, it's.
Yeah.
I wanted to shake her. I wanted to shake her so hard. Like, I don't even use the map and I don't cover it up because I can flick up my eyes occasionally and see, hey, there's bad guys here.
Yeah.
Or I gotta go that way.
The mini map. Yeah.
Yeah.
I do use the mini map because otherwise I'll get lost. Because I have no sense of direction.
What was cool in King's Avatar was you could customize your own weapons, like
Oh.
create whole new ones.
Oh, that's neat.
And the main guy made a weapon out of an umbrella
Huh.
because he was classless. He didn't choose any particular assassin or whatever, so he could use the skills of all of them up to a certain level. So he made a weapon that would allow him to use all of those skills effectively.
Huh.
That was cool.
That is cool.
I would never ever do that.
No, that doesn't seem like
I
a
don't
good.
have the skills.
Does not seem like a good strategy, even if you're what's the word? Like
It could work if you do it right.
yeah.
You have to be very skilled and talented and lucky.
Yeah, cause
and I am not.
all the good shit is stuff you need to specialize for.
Yeah,
Like there's
up
a
at higher levels.
yeah, there's a reason nobody playing Final Fantasy One plays with a red mage, because you have to be a black mage or a white mage in order to get holy or meteor, and those are the best skills for those
Hmm.
classes. I don't
Like
think red
maybe
mage
if
gets
I could,
anything past level 2.
yeah, maybe if I could like multi-class in certain games and do it effectively, like get pretty high level in both, that
Yeah,
might be worth it. But in a regular game, most people are just gonna go, I'm going to be this class.
yeah, but yeah. Well, it depends on the game. Like Lotro, you have to pick a class and then stick with it. In Final Fantasy
Hmm.
14, you can pick up every class, and it depends on which what you have equipped as your main hand,
Yeah.
which is cool. I like that.
Yeah, you can switch between classes, but you can only use those skills for that class. And what he can do is use all of the skills all of the time.
Yeah,
So if I could do that with like a couple of classes, that would be nice. Like wear a glove on one hand and carry a gun in the other and just punch people and then shoot them.
yeah,
That would be fun. But
yeah. But I could see how that could also be a little bit cumbersome for.
yeah, it'd have to be something you practice at a lot
Yeah,
and
it'd
have
probably
excellent
be
reason.
easier to just pick a class to specialize in.
Yeah. Oh, he did it because fight.
Uh,
People kept telling him he couldn't do it, so
oh yeah.
he
Well,
did
yeah,
it anyway.
makes sense.
Yeah, he can play apparently all of the classes very well. It's just he didn't want to specialize, so he didn't.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah. Um.
I lost again. I got. I don't know how to do pendulum summing.
What would be fun in a game is if you could create a class.
Yeah, that would be, but again, it's something that I don't. I just don't see how that would be
Feasible, yeah.
feasible. Yeah.
Like have basic classes and then hey, I want these skills from this class and these skills from this class. And I'm
Yeah.
okay sacrificing these other skills from those classes to create this
Um,
other.
I guess Final Fantasy 14, they used to have a thing where you could there were certain skills that you could kind of like poach. Like you could be a black mage, and if you had leveled a white conjure to a certain part, you could have the
Hmm.
hero or whatever. But
Yeah.
they ended up switching that out for role skills, which are ones that all the DPS or all the tanks or all the whoever has. So
Yeah. That makes sense.
yeah, because I guess like not everybody wants to play multiple classes. Some people want to just
Yeah.
do one.
Which is perfectly valid
Yeah.
and reasonable. It's just some people like to make things harder for themselves.
Yes, and some
Or
people.
they don't give a shit about being good, they just want to have fun.
Yeah, some people are completionists.
Yeah.
So you know,
Hmm.
do.
Okay, should we move on to best and worst of the week?
Yep, I guess.
Uh, I'm asking you the best, yes?
Correct.
Okay. What is the best representation of mental illness in anime you've seen?
Oh. March comes in like a lion.
Yeah?
The main character is super fucking depressed, and yeah, it's it's pretty much it's played very realistically, but also sympathetically, and he um kind of gets over it by having a well, not gets over it, but he gets better. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Starts doing better because he has a support system and all that kind of stuff. But it like, I think like at his lowest point, he like at one point he like just doesn't want to get out of bed until he gets so dehydrated that he just it's has that he's like licking Gatorade and salt out of a out of a thing because he can't keep anything down. So, but yeah.
Yeah. So he gets to the point where he should probably be at the hospital.
Probably, but he never does go to the hospital or seek therapy because it is again it's Japan. But
Yeah.
and then another good one is Welcome to the NHK, which main character has like really severe anxiety,
Mm-hmm.
and uh, there's another character who's super depressed, and another character who's like got a lot of obsessions and stuff, and it's all that one's all about hikikomori, and each of the main trio uh, kind of represents one aspect of what draws people to, or what causes people to like shut themselves away from the world. So, and that one nobody goes to therapy, but one of the characters does try to act as like an amateur therapist, so and reads a lot of philosophy, psychology books. But
One day.
she's like
One day,
17. So.
characters in media will go to fucking therapy.
Yeah, well, sometimes you have characters go to therapy. They go to therapy in Hannibal.
In a positive, healthy way. There's actually good representation for people who need to go to fucking therapy.
Well, Monk, he goes to therapy, and his therapy, I mean, sometimes the therapist gets annoyed with him, which maybe not
Yeah,
good,
he's
but
not the best therapist.
his second therapist, I don't remember ever having that, so that was cool. And the therapy does genuinely help Monk, so.
Yeah.
But
Apparently, the therapist in Goodwill Hunting does a pretty good job.
I never watched that.
I did. Yeah.
Mm.
I thought, Comey Can't Communicate, Comey's selective mutism was handled pretty well.
Yeah, that's a cute manga. I haven't watched the anime because it's on Netflix, and I don't watch Netflix.
Yeah.
I especially don't watch Netflix considering current events about Netflix.
Yes.
So.
Well, I'm sure we could find it perfectly legally somewhere else.
Oh, I'm sure we could. Let's see. Alright, so I guess it's time for me to ask you the worst. So, what is the worst? Alright, who's the worst fictional therapist you've seen?
Well, I haven't watched Hannibal, so I can't say him.
Well, Hannibal actually does not seem to be a bad therapist. Like he genuine his character.
He just eats his patients occasionally.
He doesn't eat his patients. He eats rude people. If he ate his patients, then they're attached to him. I mean, there's a connection to him, so that would come back on him.
Oh yeah, can't do that.
Yeah.
No.
But
this show I watched recently, Flower of Evil.
Flower of Evil.
The main character gets possibly misdiagnosed very young as antisocial social personality disorder.
Yeah.
Because that's what his dad has.
Oh. Oh yeah. Oh, I hate it.
Yeah, the fucking therapist decided that he's acting violently over this cassette player he has for no reason. There's no possible reason why he would act violently about it, and eventually it's revealed that the tape on it is his mother's voice, and that's all he has left of her.
Oh yeah, that's bad therapy.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, a therapist's job is to not assume that there's no reason why their patients are doing something. Like, first of all, you're supposed to ask them why.
And also be open to changing your diagnosis, maybe?
Yeah, like my current psychologist, when I told him that our mom is bipolar, his immediate response is that I am also bipolar, but I was like, no, I am not. So, what is this? Go away. Why do I have like a little thingy, a newsy thingy
Yeah.
popping up? But
Yeah.
so
Children are not their parents, and if you're
no,
not able to make a diagnosis purely on the behavior of the child,
yeah, that happened. That was just our first meeting. Right now, he's hasn't mentioned bipolar since then, and has been just treating me for depression with stuff that also kind of help with ADHD. So
yeah. Um, yeah, he was 10,
yeah,
younger than 10 when he was first diagnosed. And I would argue he actually has CPTSD. But
yeah, makes sense.
yeah, because his father wanted to teach him to be a serial killer like him, but he was a good
Ah,
boy and he failed.
oh,
So he was
lovely.
taught from a very fucking young age to repress his emotions
Yeah.
to the point where he thought he didn't have any. Yeah, so
Hmm.
that's going to be my plug for this week, by the way.
Oh, flowers.
Flower of Evil. It's a good show.
I'm
It's an
assuming
interesting
not.
examination of confirmation bias.
Ah. Not
Yeah,
to be confused with Flowers of Evil, which apparently is also a very good show, but I've read some of the manga. But,
yeah. It's Flower of Evil with Lee Jun Ki.
okay.
It's Korean.
Hey. And then my plug will be Yoo-Hoo, the chocolate drink.
Ah, yes.
Because I got some for the first time because, I don't remember what cartoon it was. Somebody was always drinking that. Was it Hey Arnold? I don't think it was Hey Arnold. But I was at the grocery store after my skills fair this morning, and got a case of it because I always found it interesting that it's called a chocolate drink, not chocolate milk, just a drink, which is shady as hell. And also the fact that they package it like soda is a little hmm.
Yeah. I have had Yoo-Hoo.
It's
There
just
is no milk in that shit.
no, it
It's
just
not
tastes like a melted chocolate bar.
Yeah.
Pretty good. Um,
Hmm.
I'm probably not gonna drink it very often, but it's not bad.
Yeah, it's a little much for me, but
Yeah, maybe
yeah.
I'll mix some in with my coffee.
Yeah, that might be good.
Could be.
Hmm. Where can we find you?
And you can find me here on YouTube, Ace Bear King on the YouTube. I have Let's Plays of Final Fantasy 14 and Lotro that I think. So I was starting it with the plan for 6 hours, 6 days a week, but then my computer would be constantly uploading something, and I didn't want that. So then I decided maybe 4 days a week.
Hmm.
But I'm not so sure about that either. So I'm probably just gonna do 3 days a week. I'll probably just do two Final Fantasies and a Lotro or something.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
I would like to get back to streaming on Thursdays, but I don't know. It'll be eventually, and I don't know what I'll be streaming. Probably just random stuff. So, but I need to test out and figure out streaming on YouTube first. So it'll be a while.
Yes. Yes, and you can find me on the Tumblr at Magic Like a Charlie, all one word.
Tumblr.
Yes. You can also find me at easy writing prompts on Tumblr,
Yeah.
but I'm not very active on that, so
You can find both of us on the Discord if you decide to join by following the link in the description.
yes, come and enjoy our sibling chats.
Yes, that's actually where you would probably find us most consistently.
And it's the only place you could probably find Fen.
Well, Fen's on Tumblr too.
Yes, but
Yeah.
nah.
She's on Tumblr almost as much as I am.
That's true.
Yeah.
She has followers.
Oh, yeah. So do I.
You have followers too.
Yeah. But,
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
alright. So I guess that's it for this week. You were gonna play us out?
Yep. That's it for this week. Thank you for joining us. I hope you all take care. Stay safe. Get your flu shot.
Computer, no. Shut up, computer. I don't care about my Outlook settings.
Yes. Get your flu shot. It's flu season.
Oh
Wear a
yeah,
mask.
I got my flu shot today. It's fun times.
Yes.
It's
I
squirt.
can't afford a flu shot. Get your flu shot for me.
Haha, mine was free because I got it at work.
Fuck you.
Ha.
Yeah.
Alright, everybody. Take
Good
care.
night.
Night.